me this long to do a video on Young Thug? I don't know exactly. I guess I just never really took him all that seriously. To me, he is a parody of what rap has become. Bullshit. He's a parody of bullshit. But a lot of you requested this video, so it would be my pleasure to roast adolescent gangster. But first, just in case you're like me and never really paid attention to this guy, let's go over the info. After gaining popularity with his I Came From Nothing mixtapes, he caught the attention of Gucci Mane and was signed to 1017 Brick Squad Records in 2013. But Gucci wasn't who he wanted to settle down with, and after considering others including Future's free bands and releasing music through Atlantic and Asylum Records, he was eventually signed over to 300 Entertainment on June 17th, 2014. Still releasing song after piss poor song without an official debut album until nearly a year after in the form of Barter 6, his heart continued to long for more as he was gotten closer and closer to Birdman and Cash Money Records. Will he be signed? Who gives a shit? This guy is a label slut, no one cares. Seriously though, pick a label and stick to it, you tramp. Young Thug embodies everything that's wrong with hip-hop today, and the messed up part about it is he's praised for it. Rolling Stone places mixtape 1017 Thug at number 5 on 2013's list of best mixtapes. This is where we are, people. Apparently Young Thug is some of the best hip-hop has to offer. Kill me now. His label mates Migos got the 3rd mixtape spot with Young Rich Niggas. Just kill me now. Just wrap your head around that. Let that sink in. Young Thug is some of the best hip-hop has to offer today. He's being hailed as unique and innovative for churning up the same old shitty raps presented in a whiny and slurred fashion. Fader magazine said, in a typical Young Thug verse, he slurs, shouts, whines, and sings, feverishly contorting his voice into a series of odd timbres, like a beautifully played but broken wind instrument. So, in other words, Young Thug sounds like Squidward's clarinet. Critics will think it's bad, even say it's bad, but in the same breath turn around and say it's good. I've already made this point before in the Kanye West and Iggy Azalea videos. This is what hip-hop is now. I found this album to be a suckfest. A beautifully sucked suckfest. When I first heard Young Thug, I thought he was another Little B. More of a social experiment than a real rapper. He stresses and strains his voice to such a degree you cannot understand him no matter how hard you try. I would rewind his videos on YouTube again and again and just couldn't figure out what this motherfucker was squeaking about. I had to look up the lyrics and I bet my bottom dollar 99% of you Young Thug fans had to do the same. Watch his thirsty fans in the comment section like, oh, I'm the 1%. I can understand him. No, you can't, stupid. Shut up. He's so bad, his songs will have different lyrics depending on what site you go to look them up. AZ Lyrics, Metro Lyrics, Lyrics Genius, they all have something different when it comes to Young Thug. Not joking, people can't even agree on what he's saying. I wish just one time he would release a song on his own and not release the lyrics to it just so we can prove no one understands it. Listen to the hook on TA's song About the Money. That, right there. That last part, some sites will say is pants out the grocery store, they're stuffed with lettuce. Others will say pants out the Gucci store, they're stuck with levies. Like Levi jeans, like cheap pairs of jeans. And it's not just how he's saying it, it's what he's saying. Some of what he says isn't cool by any standard. For example, in that same song, right after what I just said, he says, she try make them extras, I told on these bitches. So it's okay to be a snitch now. I thought that was the only thing you're not supposed to be in hip hop. Is snitching what you did to live this here lifestyle? And in his song Lifestyle, he says, I ain't got AIDS, but I swear to God, I'll bleed till I die. This is supposed to be a reference to AIDS patients bleeding rectally, and also from the Young Thug apparently being a blood. 1. Young Thug is the last person to talk about rectal bleeding with all that gay shit he's been known to associate himself with. 2. Young Thug is the last person to talk about being a blood with all that gay shit he's been known to associate himself with. He's called his guy friends bae, paints his nails with cheetah print polish, and wears women's clothes. And of course, this doesn't make you gay. Any guy can do that. But he does light his cigars like this. So there's that. You don't light a cigar like it has balls. That looks like ball strokes with the flick of the lighter. It's what it looks like. Honestly, who gives a shit anymore if someone's gay? They could just be gay. You can be the first openly gay rapper and really make a mark, but instead you want to do a bunch of gay shit and keep denying it. Nonsense ass nigga, just be gay. I think that's something a lot of celebrities just don't get. They present bullshit to the masses to keep their name relevant for a little bit longer and a little bit longer instead of actually doing something worth doing so their name lasts. Kendrick Lamar was deemed a cultural icon by the California Senate. I've never even heard of that happening before. J. Cole went platinum with no features. He's going to last. These guys are going to last. And they didn't have to do something stupid to do it. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying you have to change anything about yourself. I'm not saying you have to stop churning out crap rap, because you don't. Just take a break from that every now and then to do something real. Something that you'll be remembered for. Something that'll affect others in a positive way. That would be mad cool, yo. Too many of you celebrity types are in this world doing for yourself and no one else. The welfare of others doesn't even enter your mind. As a person with wealth and influence, it is your responsibility to help others. And I'm not saying you have to change your lifestyle to do it. You can still drive a car worth $250,000, but can you help another person get from A to B? You can still have $10,000 dinners, but can you help another person eat?
Mike Brown, the Ferguson situation. What do you think needs to be changed in the way black men are policed in America?
Leave that up with the critics and the laws and all that old shit. We having fun, we iced out, we having money. That's how we doing it.
So you feel like it's not the artist's place to speak on social issues?
No.
Young Thug, you are a dipshit, and you have some thinking to do about your fellow man, just like many others do, which is why you've earned this lightning round. Young Thug raps like he was caught in a lie and he's trying too hard to explain himself. Young Thug raps like Lil Dude from the Wild Thornberries. Young Thug raps like a retarded chicken. Young Thug raps like a scared goat screaming into a blender. Young Thug looks like the trendiest crackhead. Young Thug looks like that boy that didn't fit in with any of the other groups, so he just hung out with all the girls. We all know what kid I'm talking about. Young Thug looks like he dipped his head in mustard. I hate his dreads so much. I don't think they ever look good. How you gonna have all that money in your dreads to look like you have caked up shit in your scalp? This gonna look good. Nigga, I'm broke. I have an excuse to look bummy. What's your excuse? Childish goon. Whatever. I'm bored with this. Check the description.
How can these people be talking about how they so real and they don't care about our communities? How can they be talking about what they, all this, you know, the hood, blah, 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 blah. They don't care about our communities. You know what I mean? Listen to the words that people say in their lyrics and tell me if that's some real, if that's real to you. You know what I mean? Listen to what they saying. Don't just bob your head to the beat. Peep the game. And listen to what I'm saying and hold us accountable for it.
Thanks, Tupac! I will!